High definition may be the norm for Tasmanian television viewers today, but it's light years ahead of what we saw in the past. In tonight's special feature, we're taking a look at the huge changes in technology over this station's 60-year history, starting with the biggest of them all, the shift to colour.
For over a decade, black and white saturated the airwaves, but in March 1975, television changed forever. Colour heralded the biggest and most enduring change to what we see on our screen. At last, we could distinguish teams with ease.
And the match here at Youngtown this afternoon, first time we've had football in colour, and it's between Clarence and East Launceston.
Fashion popped and made the search for Miss Tasmania come to life, and local news never felt so close. But the technology cost millions and was an enormous engineering feat. Viewers faced problems too. Coloured TVs, some Australian-made back then, were in short supply.
The demand for colour has exceeded expectations. Other products are suffering a rather low demand at the moment.
While the door had opened to the bright lights of colour, film from outside Tasmania still had to be flown in before it could be broadcast. But in 1988, a huge step was taken to overcome the tyranny of distance. A new satellite dish meant more news, sport and programming from across the world could come in almost instantly.
The TVRO, or Television Receive Only dish, will enable TasTV to receive satellite signals originating from the major Australian commercial networks simultaneously, instead of one signal at a time through the microwave link across Bass Strait.
The late 80s also saw the station spread its wings, broadcasting to the Bass Strait Islands for the first time.
And then, with the flick of a switch here on King Island, transmission begins, much to the delight of the locals.
3 decades after that switch turned on, another switched off.
Rushing for amazing deals.
Analogue, the main signal for half a century, bit the dust in 2013. By then, though, Tasmanians had become accustomed to digital, plus widescreen, which began broadcasting after the Sydney Olympics when the station acquired 16:9 cameras from the Games. But one thing has never changed. Mount Barrow in the north and Mount Wellington in the south have been feeding the pictures Tasmanians have seen for decades. A lifetime's link to the world. Tom Johnson, 7 Tasmania News.